Hello Scorpio, happy Sunday, welcome to your daily focus tarot. You have the Two of Pentacles. I think everybody of the water signs does today. So you are juggling and struggling with something. There's something where you feel like you're just going around and around. You can't get away from it. You might need to look at any advice that you've been given, any habits or traditions that you've set up for yourself where you're feeling like there've been a lot of losses, there've been a lot of breakdowns in communication in this situation due to this advice there've been, or due to these traditions that you've been practicing. I think the Hierophant's more about advice here. So there was a lot of breakdown in communication and there have been losses because of it, and you're needing to really look at taming the physical and paying more attention to the spiritual side in regards to this advice, to not giving in to jealousy, to not giving into a win at all costs mentality, black and white thinking. Yeah, don't give in to black and white thinking, because that is the problem with the advice. There's no gray area. There's no wiggle room with it. And the advice, that's why it's bad, because you're needing to have a little bit of wiggle room. That's why you're still struggling with this situation. There needs to be a little bit of a back and forth between you and this other person. Now, the other side that you've been struggling with, there is Death, Eight of Wands in reverse, Justice, the Magician, Seven of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So you were looking to transform your thoughts, but you might be kind of resisting this because of jealousy or conflict that brings confusion into the relationship. There could be delays. This Eight of Wands, it talks about imbalance in the actions. And Justice talks about balance also. So if you're resisting change, you're resisting getting your actions into balance, you want to change your thinking, you want to change your behavior patterns, but there is some sort of resistance. There is some sort of issue with the way that you're thinking about the situation in terms of being too rigid, too set in your ways. And that's what you're needing to get balanced. Not everything has to be perfect, but it also doesn't mean that you have to accept negative people in your life or negative situations. There is a healthy in-between. There's a healthy gray area. So really pay attention to where you're experiencing black and white thinking. Get yourself into balance, particularly between your thoughts and your spirituality, your physical and your spirituality. We have like 3 cards of balance here, plus the Two of Pentacles. And, when you get yourself, there's going to be a long-term healing. Just, if you're thinking you can't succeed, and that's why you're not going for it, and you've got all this sort of unfocused, intense energy surrounding the situation, be mindful of any sense of lack of self-worth, lack of or over controllingness, particularly in the way that you're thinking about doing things. But there could be too many rules. You could also be trying too hard with the Emperor here. In reverse, to me, there's something you're not Yeah, it could be too many rules that you're having for yourself that just, you could be being too harsh, or it could be that you're not going for something because you don't think you're going to succeed. You don't think you're going to be able to have this long-term health and happiness. So you're needing to balance your thoughts, balance your actions with your spirituality. And by spirituality, that's the most broadest term I can think of it for. It doesn't necessarily mean like going to a specific church or denomination or synagogue or whatever. It means your relationship with your higher self, or if you want it to mean your relationship with higher entities of any sort beyond yourself, your own personal soul, then that can be what it means. To me, it just means any sort of relationship with the higher self or anything outside of myself or my higher self. Spirituality is a very broad definition for me. But that's part of what you're needing to balance. You're needing to get away from that black and white thinking, from having too many rules for yourself. You really need to transform your thinking. I hope this was helpful. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.